Whoa, whoa, stop the track. That's not gonna work. Oh, today's unboxing day. Let's get started. Well, it's a Vola. They just sent me this. This is their new model. This is in the Oz family. This right here was the first Oz that I got. And you still see it, I still use it, I love it. It's kind of a super strat type guitar. It sounds great. And then, a few months ago, I asked Vola if they could build me a Vola with a roasted maple neck, and they said yes, and they sent me this, they built me this. This is the RMN, roasted maple neck, the Vola, built to my specs. I love this, love it. And now, they came out with a new series of roasted maple necks. This one right here. These are all Oz guitars. You can recognize them by the shape and by the nice curve at the end. I just got this. This is literally the first time I'm playing this. I wanted to keep the experience real. So we're just gonna discover some sounds. I'm gonna leave all the specs below. You know that this is not a review channel. This is just a channel where we talk about musicality, enhancing that musicality, and guitar something, but I'm not a tech guy, so all the link is gonna be below. We're just gonna play. I'm going through my REVV Generator 740, which is plugged into the Two Notes Engineering Torpedo Studio. Add a little bit of reverb, a little bit of delay, and we're just gonna play a little bit. And I have to say that I love the finish. I love seeing the grain of wood, and they did something kind of really interesting where it's not just black, you see some gray in there, some white. It's beautiful. It's not completely matte, so you still have a little bit of reflection sometimes, but I just love this. The first time I saw something like that on a guitar was with the Vola Blaze, which I played on the channel too. But anyways, I'm gonna start with the neck pickup here. My tone is all the way up, volume is all the way up too. Let's go to the middle position this time. It feels snappier than the neck. To me, a little more mids. Kind of the thing that the tellies do. That I love. And the bridge position. The bridge is splittable. Right now I'm in full humbucker mode. And I can split that. So obviously less volume. It's kind of like having a single coil in the bridge. And here it is in full humbucker. It's a very simple guitar, just split the humbucker, and I like that. Typically when there are too many knobs, too many splits possible, too many pickup combinations, I feel overwhelmed and I end up having anxiety over which tone is the best. I like this. It's simple. It does give you a lot of different tones, especially with the tone that you can, of course, dim, and a lot of people forget to do that, but you know, now it's all the way up, kind of bright, and then if I dim it down, darker sounds work really well, I think, with luscious, delicious, I said that twice in this video, chords. Just this darker sound is beautiful, I think, as opposed to the brighter, which works too, but I like dark tones a lot more than I used to. Maybe because it forces your ears to pay a little more attention to get the beauty of these chords. I don't know, I like it. Let's talk a little bit about the middle positions, which gets you into strat mode. My pick is right here. And then we'll try different settings on the amp, but I'm going to try the second position. So blending the neck in the middle position here. This was the neck position. Oh, I love that neck. Here's the middle. And here's a blend of both. Oh, I love it. Let's try the fourth position, which is a mix of the middle and the humbucker. The humbucker is going to be in full humbucker mode for this. So you get some natural saturation happening there, as opposed to the neck. You get a lot more breakup. Now let's move this, or switch this bridge humbucker to a split position. So now it's kind of a combination of the middle and another single coil in the bridge, as opposed to full humbucker mode. I feel that the two single coil modes in position 4 has more definition. So if you play richer chords, you hear all those notes individually, as opposed to having a blend between the middle single coil and the bridge in humbucker mode. It's a little bit hard. Those notes are still beautiful, but more distortion means that the definition of the notes is a little bit harder to hear, as opposed to that in, oh, it's beautiful. I love this. I know it's subtle, but when you're recording, subtlety is really important, because a subtle element plus another subtle element plus another subtle element makes a big difference in your recordings, your mixes, and the overall outcome of music. Instead of having a big change here, it's just going to mud things up. I just switched to the lead channel of the REVV Generator 740. I am now in full humbucker mode. Volume and tone are all the way up. Let's switch to the neck pickup. Middle pickup. A little bit less gain on the channel, and we're going to start with the neck pickup. I know there's a little hiss. I need to add a noise gate, but hey, this is a raw review. And the bridge, full humbucker mode right now. I like that one. Got a very singing, I think, vocal quality with the mids. I'm kind of curious what the split position 4 would do with the split humbucker. So now we have two single coils that are blended together. I like that. It does that thing again with the mids, like a nasally sound, which to some might sound horrible. I love it. I really like it. Brian May does that quite a bit. That kind of like mid-rangey thing. It helps the guitar, first of all, stand out because we're not used to those tones, and particularly in a mix, the guitar really has its place in a mix. So I like it a lot. One more mention about the neck. The neck is a little bit different from the neck profiles of the other guitars. If you've never played a Vola, know that the necks are thicker than what you might expect from a Super Strat. They're thicker, which is, I think, great for the tone, but also for your music. It kind of forces you to play a little bit differently. It took me a few days to get used to my first Vola, which is on the floor here. I've got a carpet, don't worry. But this neck is, it's thinner. Not much, but enough to notice a difference. So it feels very nice too. That's all I can say. You have to try one out. They're really, really awesome. I highly recommend them. If I were to get a Super Strat, I would definitely consider the Vola OZ models, and this is the ROA. You'll see it a lot more on the channel. Thanks for watching this. Practice well.